All right. Welcome back to the pod, guys. The time is the time is 7:15 a.m. The day is Thursday. We got a Friday Eve on our hands. It's July 13, 2023 this morning, guys. Good morning. Let's get up. What are your plans today? How'd your day yesterday go? My voice is going to sound like this because this is the first thing I'm saying today. So, my voice is going to be all raspy and weird for a little bit. But, hey, we got up early. I didn't record yesterday. But I had a good, busy day. It actually felt pretty good to be busy, getting work done. Didn't make a whole lot of money. Missed out on like $8+ Made probably $40. I don't know how much work I put in. But yeah, I'm doing these gigs. I'll talk a little bit more about it. So, all right, guys. So let's go through yesterday. Let me recap for July 12th, and then I'll talk about my plans for today for July 13th. I just didn't record yesterday. I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what? I was so kind of off as far as my schedule that I just decided, let me not try to cram in a whole bunch of extra stuff. I gotta kind of cut out some plans. So it was the pod recordings that got cut out. All my online, the blogging, the working on the online store, all that stuff got cut out. So, it's okay though. I'm not going to take it as a loss or a negative, because I did what I needed for myself to get myself rested, because I was not very rested yesterday. So yeah, while the C4 is kicking in, it's my caffeine for this morning, and I'm hydrating, drinking some water. It's going to be high 70s. For a week. We're gonna have weather in the high 70s, but it gets cooled off at night. So let's talk. So yeah, what did I do yesterday? What did I do Wednesday? I think I did wake up early. I don't remember what time. I woke up later than usual though. I stayed in bed till about 8. I think it was 8:30. Had some coffee. So the coffee I have is from the last day I was in San Diego. I'm kind of cheap, and I don't usually buy coffee too much if it doesn't have a reusable, a lid, a screw-on top, kind of like the cold coffees and stuff. I try not to really buy coffee from Starbucks and all that, because usually one whole cup of coffee, I'm never going to drink a whole thing of it like that in one day. Usually I can't remember the last time I drank a whole coffee. Even the small ones from McDonald's, I usually portion it out. And so I had a Gatorade bottle from when I got some snacks on my way in to San Diego, into where I was going to be staying. And so on my way out, when I was, getting some breakfast for the Monday when I was coming back up to LA, I had ordered some stuff, and one of the items was a coffee. So I basically took the coffee and had whatever portion of it I was gonna have, and it was still pretty full. Like I just had like a few gulps of it, and then um, put the rest of it in a Gatorade bottle because I really just don't drink coffee like that, in all honesty. So I saved it, and I'm still drinking it as of Thursday. This coffee still is not gone, and I didn't drink any today because I had C4 this morning. I do plan to go to the gym. I'm just gonna have to prioritize it today because the last time I got any exercise really was during my trip, when I walked from the hotel to meet a friend in Old Town, at like a spot. So it wasn't a long walk either, but it was maybe like 20 minutes or something. It said 15, but I think it took me more like closer to 20. And so, yeah, we'll call that a 20-minute walk. That's not really that big of a walk. And I mean, like, I don't know, I did some dancing at the club for like multiple hours on end, but I wasn't going hard or anything. But we'll count that as some kind of like I did some mild movement activities, but no real like strength training, just some mild cardio movement. But it wasn't anything significant to like get me towards my goals or anything. It was just better than sitting and doing nothing. Like, I wasn't super sedentary. So and I did get a little bit of walking in, being at that motel, because I was walking like from I walked a couple times. Like, I walked to the motel, and then I walked to the train station, or bus station, or whatever you want to call it. But it really wasn't that far, so it was like 10 minutes. So yeah, I don't want to count that stuff as workouts. It was just some little movement, which is fine. Sometimes I think it's good to kind of give the body like more rest. But I have been feeling since probably like Tuesday or Wednesday, I've been feeling like, okay, I kind of want to get in the gym, but I just haven't really put it into my calendar for real. I kind of was thinking like, oh, I'll do it later, and then I never got to it later. So, but yeah, yesterday was good. I was up, had breakfast around like 9 something. It turned into like a brunch pretty much. Like, for me, 9 is like pretty late. I'm not sure about my exact timestamps because I didn't write it down. But yeah, let's say I didn't sleep that good the night before. I think I slept maybe like 6 or so hours, maybe 5.5, 6 hours. No. I slept really bad. Now I remember. That's why yesterday was so weird. I slept really poorly. I was feeling really off on a Tuesday night. Just kind of having an emotional night. I think maybe my blood sugar was low or something. Like, I don't really know. Like, my appetite's been a little bit off with these supplements. I'm trying to kind of gauge, because I'm noticing, like, for absorption, I'm expected to take it on an empty stomach, but if I do that, I get nauseous and headaches and like have to wait it out for like 2 hours. So that's kind of what happened to me on Tuesday. It kind of like threw my day, and then that made it so that I was up later because I spent most of my morning trying to get it together. I don't think I was really functional Tuesday until 10:30 a.m. And then after that, I basically, like, after 10:30 a.m., yeah, that was Tuesday. I was able to kind of get things together a little bit more. But yeah, Wednesday came around, and I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep that good Tuesday night coming into Wednesday. And so that kind of made my Wednesday really rough. Like, I was up past like probably 1 a.m., probably till closer to 2. And then, as you guys know, I still wake up early. So I tried to rest till like 8. And I feel like that helped. But then, I just, I had my breakfast, and I didn't have a lot of breakfast yesterday morning. I had, Wednesday morning I had, what did I have? I think I took a picture of it. I ate pretty heavy yesterday, guys. What did I have? I didn't take a picture of it then. I don't remember what I had. Oh, because I had a 9:15 a.m. meeting. So 8:30 I was up, starting to get ready. Jumped in the shower while I was boiling some eggs. Made a little bit of oats. And had maybe 5 or so strawberries. So that's basically all I had, was like 2 boiled eggs, like 5 strawberries, and a little bit of oats. And then I had some coffee, and I felt fine yesterday. Like, I feel like ideally in the morning for me, it works out well to have coffee and like limited, like not too much food in the morning. Like, I feel like the coffee kicks in, it absorbs faster, and I'm just like super energetic with the caffeine. So I was trying to kind of, hone that energy and like focus. And I don't think I got too off track yesterday. I talked to the job counselor at like 9 a.m. They told me about a job fair today, but it's in downtown LA. It's like across from USC. And I was like, it's a little far. I don't really want to go over there because I had some other plans today. I'm working on these gigs. And so I was like, I haven't really made a whole lot of cash this week because I've been trying to like figure out my schedule, and I was kind of doing a little traveling. So I was like, I'd rather spend today making money than going to like a job fair. Even though I really do want to go, I'm like, I'd rather prioritize what might put some cash in my pocket, because I'm trying to get a schedule of, doing the gig work. And so it's just going to be hard because I've got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I'm doing the gig work stuff. I'm, searching for work, and I'm working on the projects that are, gonna be making me some money as well. All this online, all the social media platforms, and like building up these brands, practicing things like affiliate marketing, practicing, just driving traffic, learning more about that with like TikTok and Shopify and Facebook ads and Medium blogging and podcasting as well. Just trying to learn a lot more about organic traffic and content creation and SEO. Like, those are topics I'm trying to stay up on. But that takes, creating content. It takes practicing creating content and editing content. And, that's time consuming. That's very, very time consuming. And I kind of had a bit of a cadence, if you will, like, before I added all these other gigs. But the gig work is becoming like a part-time job now, because I'm like, I kind of need to have like a solid income this summer so I can kind of like do what I want to do this summer. So yeah, I'm working on it. But so yeah, yesterday, early in the morning, I was thinking like, okay, I do want to go and you know, make some makes you know like I want to have a week where I've made a lot of progress. I feel like I've made a lot of progress this week. That San Diego trip helped me kind of want to get hit the ground and get off the ground running. It really helped me. From the time last Friday when I was getting towards the bus and getting out of town, I noticed I kind of had a smile on my face and I was feeling really good, and still the momentum's there. I still feel pretty good. It's just organizing things. I'm trying to get like a schedule down. What I might have to do is pick certain days to do certain things. To me, that might just work really well. Just pick certain days to do certain tasks. Like today's Thursday, so usually Thursday is the day that I clean more. Usually, I don't know if I can even say usually. But Thursday is the day that I've designated to cleaning, even though I don't really do it. I push till Friday night pretty much usually, and then from Friday night till at least Saturday night, I don't do anything. I'll do things like at the most, maybe like the gym or like go to the beach or something like that. But otherwise, if it's not like journaling or something, self-care or something like that, I'm usually not doing much Saturday unless I make plans with people. I try not to do any of the, work-related things and just put it all down, at least for a day. And sometimes if I feel like I need more of a break, I'll take the break on Sundays too. Like Sundays, I'll kind of create more or have more of like I don't know. I try to put in some exercise on Saturdays or Sundays too, because I know like I will have more time, more open time. So it helps to kind of go to the gym maybe once or so. But I don't really go to the gym every day. I would love to, but I probably go maybe once or twice a week usually. And I might get a workout in at home like once or twice a week. I try not to work out less than twice a week. I'd probably say that I work out on a good week 3 or 4 times. I'd like to increase that, but, I don't know. It felt good getting out of the house yesterday, so I think I'm kind of getting what I need. My energy is kind of picking up. Like, it's not just because of the caffeine, but my energy is kind of picking up, so I'm kind of excited about that, But dang. But yeah, I'm trying. Like, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, I think what happened Tuesday night that threw me is because, I've been eating not so little, but because I've had these weird, like, intestinal kind of issues trying to, like, gauge this supplement. And I think I've got it down now, but I was reading up a lot about it, but, nobody told me how to take it with what. They told me take it with orange juice, but I'm realizing, I'm not supposed to really take it with caffeine, and, like, if I take it on an empty stomach, even if I eat right away, like, kind of afterwards, it makes me nauseous, and yeah, it's kind of too much. So I'm kind of trying to understand it better and do what I need to do so that I can not have to waste like 2 or 3 hours out of my day just because I took it at a weird time, and trying to tailor, my caffeine intake to make sure it's not interfering with my sleep, because the later I take it, the more likely I am to stay up. And then I have to consider the absorption of this supplement with like a 2-hour window, either before or after any caffeine. So it's like I need to either take caffeine early and then maybe a little bit of a boost 2 hours after the supplement if I'm taking it in the morning. Like, it's just a lot, like I'm not used to having to try to add like some kind of thing like that. So I'm just trying to understand better. I so yeah, that's what day are we talking about? Yeah, like yesterday, Wednesday, around, like after breakfast, because of the coffee, I was feeling pretty good. So, and talking to the job counselor took maybe 35 minutes or so. And then I, finished eating breakfast probably around 9:30 because I had food there, but I didn't really eat it because I was like talking exactly. Like, I got done making the food exactly around 9 o'clock, and the appointment was like at 9 o'clock. So I got in touch by phone with the job counselor around 2 minutes after or so. I realized later in the day that they had called me at 9:01, so I had totally missed it. But I mean, they have calls coming in from like weird numbers and like so yeah, I was just, I wasn't quite exactly ready on time, but I was like, is it going to be a waste of time? It wasn't a waste of time because they did have resources. I kind of wish I would have known about the job fair earlier, because now I've got these gig deadlines for the 14th, which is tomorrow, and I'm trying to reach them so I can make some cash. So I'm trying to stack them all up, really. So I'm trying to see which ones I can actually get into and which ones I can do. But yeah, so I'm let me see. So the gigs I'm doing the mystery apartment shops. So you just kind of go look at the apartments and stuff and then have to fill out this whole questionnaire. So the questionnaire actually took me about an hour yesterday. And then the time going back and forth, calling these people, and then like, I keep it on a spreadsheet, and then, you have to enter all the information in at the end. So the time going back and forth, trying to call these people, they leave you a voicemail and you call them back and you have to schedule to try to meet. Depending if they pick up the phone right away, it can take a while. I've been trying to schedule the ones that are closest to me that don't have a specific realtor that I have to meet with, because then I can meet with any of them, versus some other ones where you have to meet with a specific person. They have to kind of answer the phone. It's like a weird thing because it's like a dial out system, an auto dial out system that records calls through this secret shopper, mystery shopper site. So I have to use their line to call out. So there's one that I'm trying to schedule with still, and then one that I have scheduled with for tomorrow. The one for tomorrow's in Long Beach. The one for the one for tomorrow's in Long Beach. The one for yeah, tomorrow's Long Beach to I don't know. Yeah, the one for tomorrow is Long Beach. But they sent me the wrong information email. It says June 26th. It was my confirmed appointment, but I confirmed it for July 14th at 11 a.m. So I don't even freaking know, guys, but I'm going to have to email them back today and confirm and be like, yo, like, didn't we confirm 11 o'clock? You know? But we'll see. So that's just one thing. But yeah, I took a lot of yesterday working on that, on the gigs, because I had to go see one, and so that took about, let's call it 35 minutes, but then the hour of writing the survey, because I'm not too familiar with it either. Like, I've done it before, I think, but yeah, I'm not, like, it's not something I've, like, memorized. And I noticed there were some things I kind of missed, and my audio recording was pretty muffled, but I didn't require an audio recording. I just required some kind of proof. And that was my proof. So, yeah, it was a nice experience, and I liked looking at the apartments. It was like 6 minutes or 9 minutes or so from my house. It wasn't far at all. It was like not even 2 lights down. Like, it wasn't far at all. I just had to make a weird little U-turn. But yeah, it was a cool experience just because it was pretty chill. It worked out. It was smooth. I didn't have to wait. There was no like waiting. There was no long driving. I parked in a little business center. It was like a little restaurant plaza. It was chill. Like, I was like, cool, if I get $40 for this, that's not bad. But yeah, like, the survey was a bit lengthy. So, and then like uploading stuff, I had to upload a couple pictures and some voicemail, and there's just all the documenting proof of what I tried to get in touch with them before to schedule and how they scheduled. So it did kind of take a little bit, but I figure if I can get the 3 of them that I'm trying to do this week, potentially 4, if I can maybe set up some more for Friday while I'm going to be in the area, that would be potentially 2 or 3 that I could set up possibly for Long Beach. It might make it more worth my trip there, because it's like, instead of making like $40, I would make either 80 or like 120. Like, they're $40 per gig. But it's really hard to like plan them because it's based on the availability of the person who's going to show me around, and then the other ones have a specific person I have to contact instead of just any person who works for the company. So if that person is going to be harder to contact, I'm going to probably have a little harder time getting it done. So I'm probably going to try and do it yeah, I'm probably gonna try and do it, or maybe just keep it at the 3 that I've already scheduled, and then try to just do some Uber Eats deliveries in those areas, because it kind of helps, like, okay, if I'm gonna be in the area anyways, I can still try to do deliveries. So I might do something like that instead of scheduling multiple secret shopper gigs. Especially because they don't pay out right away. They pay out on the 22nd of the month, and I don't even know if I'm going to get paid this month, July 22nd. I think I'll have to wait till August 22nd, because I think, if I understand it correctly, I have to turn in the paperwork on the 7th. Anything turned in by the 7th, you get paid by the 22nd, to my understanding. So I have to look into that. But yeah, I missed the 7th. It's the 13th today, so I missed the 7th, and I've only submitted one yesterday on the 12th. So that's kind of what I'm doing for like part-time work. but I'm trying not to spend more than 4 hours a day doing it. And I mean, there just aren't a whole lot in my area. I'm gonna have to wait and see when the gigs are released, because if they release them a certain day, I might be able to wait till they release new gigs and then they'd be in my area, or just keep checking for my area because they're kind of far away. The closest ones, other than the one that I just found yesterday, the closest ones are probably going to be like 20 minutes away. Long Beach is closer to like 35 minutes away. Then they have them like kind of in West LA and downtown LA, which is probably closer to like an hour or so. Depending on traffic, it can be like 90 minutes one way. So I don't really know if I want to do that now that I'm seeing that it's kind of a little more, not that it's more work, it's just a lot of juggling. Like, it's not like I can sit there, work 4 straight hours and know that I'm getting paid for 4 straight hours. Like, it's like, even if it is about $40 for about an hour and a half of work, maybe 40 hours for like 2 hours of work if I do have to drive far there and back. There is still all the little calling back and forth and stuff. So I'd say each gig takes minimum an hour and a half, maximum, if I count the driving, probably an hour, probably like 2 hours, and probably let's tag on about 15 minutes of the back and forth calling, because each call takes me about 3 minutes or so. And then so I'm not just like calling, like they give us the leads of the places. It's just they have to answer through the line, because what they do is they call back when they can't answer, and then I have to go back through that auto dial out line to call them back again. And so maybe they don't recognize the number because it comes back as a weird random number every time. So yeah, but that's what I did yesterday. It just took a lot of my day because, as you can tell, it's just a lot of little bits and pieces of things. So for that reason, I was like, let me skip this job fair today. Let me try and get another gig today in San Pedro. If I can't do that gig, I will still be doing like Uber Eats delivery like around noon. So let me try to, get my breakfast in me. I'm not going to try these supplements until maybe after the gym, because I don't want to not go to the gym. I have a feeling if I get nauseous, I'm not going to want to go to the gym. So I'm going to kind of have it at a snack time after the gym. And then, that's all I'm really going to do. Go to the gym this morning, and then, I'll probably get there around 9 or so, because I'm about to eat breakfast soon. I'm about to make breakfast. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:48 a.m., so I'm going to make some breakfast soon, and then eat, and then go to the gym. But I don't know. This C4 doesn't feel like it's really kicking in too good. So I'm going to hydrate some more. But I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to do some Uber Eats delivering this afternoon. And then I'll sit down with some job applications and some of this other stuff. I'm going to see if I can get the other gig. Plan to meet with the other gig. So I'm just gonna do that. I I kind of don't know where else to go from all that. Like, that's kind of just all I have to do today. But yeah, it just feels weird because I haven't really been working on my websites as much. I feel like I didn't do it Monday. Tuesday, I was kind of all over the place. Did a little bit Tuesday though, and then Wednesday I didn't do it. So today I want to. But yeah, I was kind of in a bit of a rhythm of prioritizing that stuff, but I'm like, guys, I gotta get my summer savings back up and make some cash. So like, I usually set my financial goals for like certain months. And I like to build up a lot of cash in summer so that when snowboarding season comes, once September hits, I'm usually training for snowboard season. And so, if you want to call it training, but I mean, focusing on at least attempting to train for snowboard season, let's call it that. So yeah, and then actually snowboarding during the winter months from like November till like April-ish, trying to figure that out. And snowboarding is not cheap. It's never been cheap, but even not, like, now it's way expensive. And since I don't really have a reliable car still, unfortunately, yeah, like, the prices of cars, the prices of apartments are so outrageous. Like, I feel like whatever I'm saving for, I keep having the need to save more and save more and save more and save more. So it's like I'm not quite caught up to the amount of money that I need because I don't have that solid income. And then once I get employed, it's like I don't know what I'm going to do with all these websites and stuff. Like, some of them I'm thinking I'll sell, but I don't really know. Yeah. There's a store that I might actually sell, but I haven't really yeah, I might just sell it. That's what I'm thinking of doing, cuz it's not that I'm not like giving up on it necessarily like that. It's just I'll see. It might just make more sense for me to sell it. So I'm looking into that. But yeah. So I've got a little bit more recording to do, hydrating to do, and then I got some breakfast to do. So I'm gonna start getting on that. And yeah, I guess that explains most of my day. I think I went to bed pretty early last night. I feel like it was kind of early. I feel like it was like, I don't know what time. I can't really estimate, but I feel like it was early, guys. So I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, I don't want to do too much. I still want to do podcasting. I'm gonna have to fit it in the schedule. I mean, I don't think it has to be every single day, but I feel like at least it keeps the momentum going. And then, yeah. So, that might be about all I have to say. I'm pretty sure there's more. My brain is foggy this morning. I'm pretty foggy right now. I'm hoping breakfast will help. I'm pretty dang foggy though, surprisingly, so I feel kind of weird. I'm gonna kind of eat a big breakfast, so I don't want to start eating too late because it's gonna throw my day off. So let me not be too late with it. and so I can get on with my day. All right, so with that, thanks for listening.